Voidling Bound is basically Ratchet and Clank mixed with Spore. It's a third-person shooter where you're not commanding the monster, you're playing as it. It's out June 9th on Steam, and I've been playing the demo. I'll do a full should you buy once I've got the full game, but today I just want to figure out what this actually is. There's so much on the store page that it honestly wasn't clear to me what to expect from the gameplay. So what I found out is that it's a gameplay-focused third-person shooter with some very interesting and deep systems. Moment to moment, you've got 4 different moves plus an ultimate, and it's heavily focused on shooting, though you do get melee abilities as well. The levels are mostly linear, but they're not just straight corridors. There are side paths branching off, with resources hidden in spots you have to actually look for. A secret path off to one side, or something behind a small building, that kind of thing. As you go through a level, you grab those, and at the end, you spin them on evolving your creatures. What makes the combat more than just a shooter is that every creature plays differently. Each one's got its own weapons and abilities, plus its own ultimate. The starter plays like a run and gun, where your main attack is a fast SMG with a rocket for heavier hits and a dash to get out of trouble. Switch to a different creature though, and the whole feel changes, so a lot of it is picking the right one to bring with you. And it's not all offense either. You can block and parry what's coming at you, and that starts to matter once you're up against the bigger enemies and the bosses. Now here's the part the demo only starts to show you. And no, the creature side isn't just a skin on top of the shooter. Underneath it, this is a creature collector, and that's where a lot of the actual game is. Evolving isn't just a stat bump. Each creature has branching paths you take it down, and the route you pick changes its abilities and how it plays. You're also hatching eggs you find out in the levels, and those can come with rare natures that make a creature stronger. The full game does more with it. There's breeding, plus a DNA splicing system, where you take genes from creatures you've collected and mix them into something custom. One thing worth knowing going in, though, this isn't a Pokédex. You're not collecting hundreds of different monsters. It's a smaller roster, but you can take each one in loads of different directions with all the evolving and splicing. So it's not about how many you've got. It's about taking a few and pushing them as far as they go. Structure-wise, you're moving through a series of handcrafted planets, clearing each one of a parasite that's taken over. That's the main campaign, and then on top of that there's the endgame, called the Abyss. This is the part I haven't fully gotten to in the demo. It's a roguelike mode where you take your creatures down into run after run. The deeper you go, the harder it gets and the better the rewards. And at any point you can cash out or keep diving. From what I can tell, that's where you'll spend most of your time once you're through the story. So that's the basic picture. It's a shooter, but there's a whole creature game underneath it, and a roguelike mode at the end. To go full circle, it plays like Ratchet and Clank, but you play as one gun per round. But that gun has way more depth, the ability to grow, and you can switch them out per round. One last thing to be crystal clear, you play this game for the gameplay. The game has tons of charm and life, but the story is not the main draw the gameplay is. I'll get into whether it's actually worth picking up in the should you buy once I'm into the full version. If you want that one when it's up, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.